Everybody is so different when it comes to backpacking and doing a hike. When it comes to footwear, no exception. What works for one person will not work for another person. And so I just thought I'd share with you some of the things that helped me, because I've done thousands of miles with a backpack in some pretty rough country. And so I went through a process where I had to learn what kind of shoes to wear. I've never had a blister, and I've never had cause to want to change shoes after I finally found what I had that were so comfortable. It was like walking in the woods with slippers on. Okay, so I started off when I went to the store, the backpacking store where they have all that equipment, and it says, okay, what do you recommend? They recommended boots, and the lightweight boots. And these are nice boots. They're Anus, and just really like them. But I discovered after just a couple of hikes out in the woods for maybe 10 miles that they were kind of heavy. They were beginning to affect my hip and my muscles and my lower back, just because we had extra weight on my feet. So I went back and says, well, I need something lighter. And they got me these Oboes. And I was hiking for about 6 to 8 miles when my feet began to just hurt. Oh man, they hurt so bad. And it was like they were on fire. And it was because my feet were expanding, but these Oboes were not expanding with my feet, and they were just killing me. Both these pair of shoes just were expensive. When it comes to footwear, so many people, even the experts, quote experts in the stores that sell this stuff, talk about high top boots for ankle support, and boots that are waterproof. And I discovered that is absolutely not the way to go. When I was reading this Ultimate Hiker's Gear Guide by Andrew Skirka, he has hiked over 30,000 miles. He's a guru of hiking. When I read this stuff, I began to realize when it comes to footwear, you do not want to be wearing boots where they're waterproof, because water will get in them, and then they take forever to dry out. And for every pound of foot weight, it's like adding 5 pounds to your pack. And so with the Ultras, it was like these are trail runners, and they are just so handy. And of course, with the wide toe box and the ability to stretch a little bit, you don't find your feet getting all crimped up and aching and sore the way they would with boots. And so I really highly recommend that people get a hold of information like this from the real experts, not the people selling stuff in the stores, because it can make a huge difference. These are Lone Peak Ultras, and they had a wide toe box, and they stretched with you a little bit. And when you had challenges with moisture, they dried out pretty quickly. And these shoes are my original shoes. I bought 5 pairs of Ultras, and these have over 1,000 hiking miles on them. As a matter of fact, they're more like a slipper now, and they're only held on by some of the fabric, but they're still very comfortable. But what do I do to make these really work? When I buy Ultras, I went in Utah, I ran across an Ultra store there, and I was able to get some of these Ultra inserts. So what I do is I buy my Ultras about a half size larger than I would normally wear. I put these inserts in, and then I also was wearing Fits. They're called Fits, and they're merino wool socks, and they're very, very comfortable, and they really absorb sweat, and they were nice. But I would, in one 76-mile hike, I would wear these out. And so I switched later on to something that would last a lot longer. These are Darn Toughs. So when you combine all those things together, then I had discovered what was the most comfortable footwear that I've been able to find, and I just love my setup now for my feet. And yeah, I can walk through water, and they'll be soaked, but the water goes in, the water comes out, and they dry out rather quickly. These socks dry out rather quickly, and so I have a situation where now I have very comfortable footwear when I'm going on long hikes.